There's a difference between woman and mother.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day. Now, today happens to be Mother's Day, and it calls for celebration. It's a global celebration. And with me on set to talk about this is Lily Kelvin. Welcome on set.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, Lily Kelvin, what does Mother's Day mean to you? What does it mean? What to every woman out there, to every man out there? What does today really signify, basically?
Okay, in my opinion, I would say, first and foremost, I like using that word. Mothers are the reason for procreation.
Okay.
Yes, they are the reason for procreation, because if a woman doesn't give birth to anybody, nobody will remain in this world.
Yeah.
There won't be anybody at all. So I give it to the mothers. I wouldn't say women. I would call them mothers. Yeah, because they said every lady is a potential mother.
Yeah.
So I'll just give it to the mothers because they are the brave ones.
Yeah.
So this day is actually celebrated. It was brought into practice by the Orthodox Church to celebrate women, to show them how powerful, and to appreciate them for all they have been doing. Because it's not easy to be a woman, a mother. It's
Very
not
true.
easy. Yeah, it's not easy to be a mother. You know, they go through the process of carrying the child. They go through the process of bringing forth the child to the world. The pain. You know, that 9 months alone is something.
Yeah.
So any woman that crosses that stage should be appreciated, should be honored, should be congratulated.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy.
Not easy at all.
Yes. So the official Mother's Day is actually celebrated every fourth Sunday in the Lenten period.
Okay, and we're actually in the Lenten period right now, so it's just lapsing.
Yeah,
okay.
when the Lenten period, which will elapse by close to second week of next month. That's April. Yeah, that's when the Lenten period will elapse. And this was actually brought in by a woman named Anna Jarvis. Yes, her mother died during the 1900s. And she actually set that day to celebrate the mother and also to appreciate the mother for all the mother have been doing. So it's a clarion call for every man, every woman, every boy, every girl to appreciate your mother. Yeah.
You know, I can't help but remember this song. We all recall the song. Who sat and watched my infant head when sleep, my cradle bed. Da, 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 da. I can't remember the song. My mother. Everybody remembers that part. My mother. All right. So,
we have to honor the sacrifices mothers have been giving
Yes. You know, I think this Mother's Day should have been in celebration long before the 1900s. But still, if it was official in the 1900s till date, it's been a very, very significant one because I noticed that it's a global celebration, both in churches and in families. But most people always tend to want to make it be a mother thing. A mother thing. In other words, those who are not actual mothers are a little bit being discriminated to in the society, even in this very religion we practice, when it comes to the celebration of the Mother's Day. Do you think that it's only those who have actually put to bed, who have already delivered children, that should be certified to celebrate this season, this period?
Okay, like I said earlier, every lady is a potential mother. So it's not a time to discriminate those who have not gotten to that stage of motherhood. You see them as they're going to get there. Like I came across a post on social media when a girl was celebrating herself, calling herself mother to be. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You need to encourage these young ones, make them believe that tomorrow they're going to be mothers. They're going to have people to look up to them. Why they look up to you as a mother, you are supposed to encourage them and make them have faith in themselves, believing that tomorrow it's going to be their turn. Some kids are going to look up to them and call them mother. So while we're celebrating those who have already attained that height of motherhood, we also need to encourage those that are coming
behind them.
Yes.
But basically, I don't even think motherhood is about having to conceive and deliver a child. It's beyond that. I think once you're responsible in society, you have people looking up to you, because some people just decide never to go through that process. It doesn't make them less mothers. I don't think it makes them less mothers because they haven't gone through, so they are not they don't feel a little bit deprived that they have to strive, because some ladies already in their late 50s, their late 60s, they don't have to start striving to give birth to be qualified to be mothers. They have people. I think motherhood has to do with mentoring or raising people, even though they are not your biological children and all that. So I think the society needs to be more aware of this. Don't you agree?
Yes, of course. The society has to be enlightened more on that aspect. But when you talk about having a child that is not biologically yours, you can actually be a mother to that child.
Yes.
Yes, you can be a mother to that child. And then those that have kids, because why people actually celebrate those that have kids is because they are the ones that have worn the shoe. They know where it pinches. They know how it is. They feel it more. You see, believe you me, if you see a woman trying to caution her child, and a woman who does not have a child or who has not passed through that process of bearing a child, you'll see the lapses there. There will be a difference.
Yeah, there'll be a difference.
Yeah, because when you have a child, the child, you tend to bring that child very close to you. There's this bond you have with that child.
Very true.
A woman who has not gone through that process might not feel that bond because she doesn't know what it feels like to be in that I don't call it theater, or I don't call it labor room. I call it delivery room.
Delivery room, yes.
I call it delivery room because when I say people want to go into that room, I just encourage them and tell them, you're not going to labor, you're just going to deliver your child. So don't call it labor room, call it delivery room. So so the difference is just there.
Yeah,
when you bring that child forth, when you carry that child, you bring the child forth. The first day the child comes into the world, the first day you set your eyes on that child that has been in the womb kicking and giving you headache and whatever, you see the joy. The pain just disappears at once. Yeah, so there's a big difference from when you're being you're acting mother to a child, and when you really bore that child, you're the real biological mom of that child. Yeah.
You know, I hear people say when you go through the pain, you tend to want to actually partake in the gain because you knew what you went through bringing the child into the world, what you went through raising the child, the hurdles, the sufferings and all that. So when the time comes for celebration, like we see in Africa precisely, I will take Nigeria for example, we see the length at which these mothers are actually being celebrated. Maybe in the Western world, you could just buy your mother's flowers, or just come and just do a shout out, Happy Mother's Day, or do a video call. But in Africa, we see people coming all out, traveling distances just to go and celebrate their mothers on a day such as this. Some buy their mother's cars, some build their mother's houses, some throw parties.
The importance of
for their mothers. I think the African celebration is different from the rest of the world when it comes to Mother's Day.
That's because we are Africans. Yes, and we know how to celebrate our own.
Yeah.
And this is your mother. You know, sometimes mothers, when the child goes astray, the mother comes out and say, I carried you in my womb for 9 months.
9 months, yes. They emphasize.
You know, when a mother tells you that as a child, you will feel the pain. It will bring your head down. Except you're the stubborn child that doesn't just want to listen. But when you have a considerate child, when you have a child that listens to you, when you talk, when you speak as a mother, that child tends to listen to you. That's why sometimes these kids, they go closer, or they draw closer to their mother than their fathers.
Yeah.
That's why we have so many songs about mothers
and less songs about fathers.
Because there's this bond. Like I said, when the child comes to the world, you see that child eyeball to eyeball. There's this bond that you start building with that child from day one. And that child suckles on your breast. No, the bond is always strong. In fact, it's stronger than any other bond you will think about. Yeah.
Wow. Today is Mother's Day, and I believe you're celebrating out there with your mothers, your guardians, your siblings. You could be a mother to your siblings. You could be a mother to someone in your neighborhood who looks up to you, who you're responsible for. You could be a mother to your actual biological children. All right, like Lily Kelvin has actually stated, in Africa we celebrate mothers in a different way because we actually value our own. We go the extra mile to appreciate our own. It's a good thing. So please, however you're celebrating Mother's Day, please make sure you make it a memorable one.
Yeah.
I believe that's what from us here in Noble TV Live we want to say to you. Make sure you make it a memorable one, because there's something about remembrance right? There's a kind of joy when you make it special for your mother that would never leave her mind. Yes, it increases her number of prayers. She prays for you, how she looks out for you.
And even you as an individual, you tend to be very happy.
Yes.
If you gift your mother, you see her smiling,
there's a mental, psychological satisfaction you feel inside.
Yes. So let's say there's a difference between woman and mother.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Very true. That's the difference. We have International Women's Day, and this one now is Mother's Day. All right. So from us here in Noble TV, don't forget to like, share, drop your comments about what you think about Mother's Day, and please, most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.